I finally watched The Matrix after 25 years.
You ever seen that really old movie?
Have you ever been in a conversation and somebody referenced a really old movie? And then after the reference, you just nodded and laughed like you knew exactly what they were talking about? If your answer was yes, then I relate. I have seen countless references of The Matrix in pop culture, YouTube, The Office.
You will see just how deep the rabbit hole goes.
And so many other things. If you haven't seen The Matrix, you've definitely seen the red pill or blue pill. Needless to say, The Matrix is an iconic movie. But since I was literally 2 days old when it came out, I didn't have the chance to watch it until I was old enough to first own a Netflix account, second, be able to pay for it, and third, have an existential crisis about whether we live in a video game or not.
Shall we play a game? It's from a movie that was really popular.
Okay, Cap, you watched that one, but did you watch The Matrix? Because I finally watched it and it was not what I expected. The main question I had before watching this movie was, why has it stuck around? Why do people still watch it and reference it today? Because I have to admit, my first reaction to the movie was, this is really cheesy. Its cheesiness is to the movie's benefit, though. It is extremely quotable. It is so quotable. In fact, it is impressive. There is not one throwaway line in this movie at all. In fact, I would not be surprised if somebody memorized this whole script, because each line is worthy of that. Every line builds on the next, and there is immense intensity in each line. The script has a perfect balance of it takes itself seriously and let's not take ourselves too seriously here. I think it is in part due to the actors in this movie. They play everything straight. They play it like it is life or death. Another thing that I really enjoyed about this movie was the color grading. I think it's another reason why the movie has lasted so long. The green hue in the background of the movie makes it so that if you walked into a room and someone was watching The Matrix, you would know exactly what they were watching from one frame. Other movies might take you about 5 seconds, but you just need one frame to know that someone is watching The Matrix. Now I have to say I was a little bit confused while I was watching. The whole time I was like, what are they trying to accomplish? I looked it up after the movie was over, and the answer was what I thought. They are trying to get everyone in the Matrix to be free from the Matrix. But there isn't a lot of that happening in the movie. Instead, the movie focuses on Neo and his transformation from not wanting to be the one to questioning whether he is the one to accepting and realizing that he is, in fact, the one. But the one to do what? What is he actually supposed to do? I think the sequel will tell us more about that, but I'm not sure if they were planning on making more sequels. So I'm wondering why in this movie they didn't accomplish their goal of saving people from the Matrix. We only see it happen to Neo, and it did happen to a few others before, not more than 7. So while all the action scenes were fun, exaggerated, and over the top, I just wish we got to see the team accomplish more. But like I said, they focus on Neo becoming the one, which again, what does that mean? Recently, me and my brother watched Atlas, a movie on Netflix, and we just had a discussion about it. In that movie, the main character's goal is to save humanity. In order to do that, she needs to merge with AI. You could say, be the one. And to accomplish this, she needs to overcome her grief. In short, this character can only save humanity or become the one or reach her full potential only after she grows as a human being. I didn't really see this happen to Neo. All Neo had to do was believe. I hope in the second one they give more struggle to Neo, although I don't really assume that they will. I think they will keep it more fun and lighthearted, but I do wish there was more of a struggle for this character in this movie. For the most part, Neo is just able to do everything because he is the one. There is no human relatable element to his character. Anyways, I feel kind of awkward criticizing a movie that came out when I was a wee baby.
Oh, isn't he adorable?
I honestly just think I'm missing something. I think if I was born in the good old days, I would have a different view and a different enjoyment of this movie. There is just so much good cinema these days, and storytelling has gotten better and better. It's hard to look back and not see the flaws. At the same time, I can look back and see that this movie has inspired so many other movies. So many other movies would not exist without The Matrix. 25 years ago isn't that long ago in the grand scheme of things, but we have come a long way in film. I think one of the problems is there is so many movies. If something came along that was as good as The Matrix or had as much potential to influence movies like The Matrix did, I'm afraid it would get lost in the number of content made these days. I'm afraid it would get lost in The Matrix. Anyways, that's my short review of The Matrix. If this video gets 10 likes, then I will do the second one.